Coming up tonight, comedy cooking and stimulating speeches.
Like the don't live more.
Spice it up with some secret scoring and ungrateful guests.
I would like to have seen another potato option. Maybe some broccoli.
A roast is not a roast without Yorkshire pudding.
3 housemates from the north of London, England, have come together to make one meal. Whilst they are working together to create this meal, they are also working against each other to try and get the most points voted for by each other. Who knows what's going to happen?
So this evening, Rich will be responsible for the appetizers, Laura will be responsible for the mains, and I will be responsible for the desserts.
Thanks for that. Let's hope you can feed them, beginning with your starter. And here it is.
This is pan shored with mozzarella and chili sauce.
I'm excited, I'm really hungry.
I'm really hungry also.
Oh.
So what is it, toast with mozzarella and chilli on top?
Yes.
I've never had this before, have you?
Is this sweet chili sauce?
Yes.
Where did you get the recipe from?
It's just something.
Oh.
I had it at a restaurant years ago.
Silence. Everyone happy?
I thought that Rich's starter of mozzarella and chilli, it was sweet chilli, on toast was actually really different because I've never had that before. And yet it was a very simple idea, but I think sometimes the simplest ideas are actually the best ideas. I'm a strong believer in that. I thought the combination of mozzarella and sweet chilli was a really nice mixture of flavours. He didn't, take a really long time to make it, so we weren't waiting around for ages. So, because it was a simple idea, I'm going to mark him down a little bit, but because the simplest ideas are the best ideas, I kind of need to balance it up a little bit. And it was great, it tasted really nice, it was really good appetiser. And then for that reason, I'm going to give Rich an 8.
Right, Richard, you know I adore you. Your starter. I like that you were really composed when making your meal. I thought that was nice, different to Laura, who was a little scatty. I'm not gonna lie, I was slightly unimpressed with your starter. I was impressed at how well everything worked together. I didn't think mozzarella and sweet chili sauce would go well, and it did. But on the whole, I just thought you could have put a little bit more into it, because at the end of the day, it was just bread, mozzarella, and sweet chili sauce. One of the was, I didn't think you spread the sweet chili sauce around the bread evenly, and I thought, given how simple your dish was, you could have put a little bit more effort into the detail. So I would have liked my sweet chili a little more evenly spread. I thought the bread was really nice. It was a good choice of bread. Yeah, and personally, at the end of the day, it was just bread, mozzarella, and sweet chili. And had you milked the cow yourself, maybe I would have given you a few extra points, but you didn't. And because of that, don't hate me. I do like you. I'm gonna give you a 6, buddy.
I've made a nice roast dinner, and I'm just going to pour the gravy on now. I'm a bit worried because I don't think there's enough gravy, but I'm just going to go for it.
This Easter weekend, oh really?
You have 60 minutes to get all of your prep done.
Do you guys like lots of gravy?
Right. Won't that be hot?
Mine?
Yep. I've done roast carrots, sweet potato, chicken, roast potatoes, and beans. Runner beans. This is probably the best presentation. You're sitting here, right? Right, tuck in.
Tuck in.
start first. It might be a bit cold because I was waiting around for other things, and then I was being recorded and all this stuff.
And I was, you know, being...
Thank you, Laura. This looks delicious.
Thank you, Laura. This looks...
I love sweet potato. The carrot isn't cooked through.
Quite like it that way.
Do you?
Lovely brown.
What's that?
Oh, funny.
Yeah, I should turn your phone off when you're
That's
playing
really
Come Dine with me.
So better than Syndicate.
I'm actually quite impressed with myself. I'm not being...
Right, so Laura's dish. I really liked it. I thought it was really good. I think she did a really good job. She was really stressed out about timings and all of that stuff, but in the end you pulled it off. I must say, you impressed me more than I thought you would, because just watching you, I would have done things very differently, but in the end you put together a really nice dish. I thought your carrots, although you thought they were undercooked, I quite like them al dente, so I enjoyed that. I didn't really like your green beans. I thought they had to be cooked a little bit more. I thought your chicken was really nice. It was perfect. I thought there wasn't going to be enough gravy, but there was, and it was actually really tasty, and I do like gravy, so that was fantastic. Laura, on the downside, a roast is not a roast without Yorkshire puddings, and I'm afraid that's what I most look forward to when eating a roast on a Sunday, and you didn't have any Yorkshire puddings. Also, another big thing is you left the table before I was finished eating, and I know I'm a slow eater, but you left the table, and Rich did also, and I was left to eat all by my lonesome, and because of that, Laura, I'm going to have to score you a I don't have the card!
Oh dear.
I need a 7!
We'll come back to you.
Okay, so the first course obviously was the starter, which was mine. Would have got 10, but can't vote for myself.
Even if you do say so yourself.
The first dish I'm going to vote on is the main course, which Laura prepared. Nice. I'm a traditional guy. I like roast chicken on a Sunday. It was roast chicken. It is a Sunday, so good points for that. The chicken was very tasty actually, although it was definitely pre-packed herbs already on it, so no extra points there, sorry. Decent selection of vegetables. I would like to have seen another potato option, maybe some broccoli as well, just just for a bit of variation. There was no Yorkshire pudding. Now that's quite a big issue. And it was broached at the table, which was a little awkward and made the atmosphere frosty. But overall, I enjoyed the meal. I felt like there was enough there for me. The food that was there was cooked very nicely. So I'm going to give it an 8.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so because of that, I'm going to score you a 7.
Time for dessert.
Hi, so for dessert, it's a really simple dessert, but it's one of my favorites. It's Viennetta ice cream with chocolate chopped up, and the dark chocolate is really important in this because I think it works really well, especially when frozen, so I've frozen all of the chocolate. And also the best bit is the blueberry with ice cream, because you wouldn't think it, but blueberry with Viennetta ice cream is amazing because it kind of freezes the blueberry, and then when you eat into it, as you will very soon, it'll kind of like pop in your mouth, so it'll be really nice.
Clever. A dusting of chocolates and the pudding's done.
It's just things that I love, ice cream, chocolate and blueberry, so I put them all together one day and it tasted really nice. Right, will you guys eat it before it melts?
Yeah.
So do we have to eat everything together? Get a full taste.
This is amazing. god. Have you done this before?
Yes, many times. And everyone I've done it for is like, this is the most amazing dessert.
The cold.
Do you guys know what I mean now about the blueberry?
Yeah.
Oh
It
yeah,
needs
it's
to freeze a
essential.
little bit more, but it goes really well with Viennetta, I think.
It makes Viennetta way more exciting.
Yes.
Lisa's dessert, my initial reaction was, this is absolutely amazing. It was so, so nice. I took a bite out of my first bite, was just like, this is so good. So her dessert consisted of Kit Kats, dark chocolate, Viennetta ice cream, blueberries and Whisper, although she was meant to use Aero, but never mind. I thought the Kit Kat provided some really great crunch to the dessert. Love dark chocolate, absolutely love blueberries, and blueberries are actually one of my favourite fruits, and they weren't just any ordinary blueberries, they were really high quality blueberries. So they weren't like the really horrible ones that you put in your mouth and they've got no flavour. They were the ones that were just really sweet, juicy and just yummy, like just really tight blueberries. I don't like the really loose ones that are like all kind of full of glucky stuff, so it was really good. And the only down thing, like the only downside to the dessert was the fact that it's full of a lot of calories, but luckily for me it's not a downside because I'm not fat in any way whatsoever, so it was fine. And I probably do need to put on a little bit of weight, so bonus. And because it was so tasty, I'm gonna give Lisa a 9.
Next up is the dessert. That's the only thing left to vote for. Apparently a Gouvert speciality. This is one of Lisa's speciality dishes. It was again nice. You know, nothing really kind of took it away from the fact that it was ice cream and chocolate and some fruit, and it worked nicely together. I think it just confused me a little. I felt a little dazzled by the meal. So I find myself eating and concentrating more on what was going on in my mouth than, you know, was it, you know, actually that nice. But you know, it was a nice end to the meal. You know, lots of things going on, party in the mouth, just not that great a party. So I'm gonna give the dessert and Lisa a 7.
Oh dear.
Alright, here come the results.
So excited.
I'm so excited.
Alright. It's for 56 is
Cards.
56 deck of cards. Right, so Rich's scores. Rich gave Lisa a 7
Yay!
and Laura an 8.
Oh, thanks, man.
Right.
Lisa gave Rich a 6 and Laura a 7. And Laura's scores. Yeah! Laura gave Lisa a 9 and Rich an 8. So the winner is 7 plus 9, 16. So I have 16. You have 7 plus 8, 15. And you have 14. I'm the winner!
Are they the real scores? Or are they just joke scores?
They're the real scores.
Are you really the winner? Let me just figure this out.
I'm sorry.
16. Well done.
Good work, Laura.
Yay.
Thank you for your generous score.
Hang on, there's been a bit of score fiddling going on here.
Why?
Just because you two seem very happy with each other. First and second place.
Why did you, Lisa? Why did you score so low?
I don't know.
I think there's a bit of tactical.
You'll have to
voting
review
going
my
on.
video footage.
Tactical.
I was debating whether to do it the other way around. I was going to give Rich a 9 and then Lisa an 8.
I would have given me a 9.
I should have just kept you both the same.
Rich, you gave me a 7.
But even if I gave you a 9, it wouldn't have made any difference. Lisa's was still 1.